Hey loves, it's Scarlett. Happy Friday. Hope you are going to have the best weekend ever. Today, I thought that we would just take a little pause together. A tiny break from all the noise, all the chaos, all the spinning thoughts. Sometimes life feels really big and messy, and that's okay. Today, we're just sitting here, noticing, breathing, and letting ourselves be for a moment. So, those small little things that annoy you, but somehow they happen anyway? Little moments that feel like they're just tapping at your patience or poking at your calm. Maybe it's a coffee spill or a thought that just keeps looping in your brain, or a tiny bit of chaos that just shows up. I, like most people, have had a few of those recently. Nothing earth shattering, just little nudges that make me pause, sometimes groan. Like the other day, I had my water set perfectly on the air conditioner over my bed. It is my safe spot for my drink when I wake up and just want to grab my water. Well, that day I decided that it was totally safe, so it didn't need a lid. Well, as I'm sure you can guess, that was probably the worst idea ever, because with it being on my air conditioner, the cat decides, not Lucifer, but one of the other cats, Azriel, has decided that she needs on the air conditioner to look out the window. So my water ended up all over my head. So of course, obviously, it was nothing catastrophic, but my brain just started spinning. Oh my gosh, how did I let this happen again? While part of me was just laughing at the ridiculousness, tongue-tied there, the ridiculousness of it all. So what about when you have a thought that just sneaks into your head and it loops around? Did I forget something? And then this one is the one that I struggle with a lot. Did I say something wrong? Could I have said something differently? Did it come across the wrong way? Regardless, it's something tiny, but it just nudges at your peace. And before you know it, you're caught up in a little storm over nothing. Even tiny annoyances from other people can stick with you. Someone brushing past you in a rush, a misplaced comment, or that moment where someone almost pushes your buttons and you feel your patience slip. Those little sparks are everywhere if you allow them. So here's the thing. Noticing is the start of everything. Noticing the little annoyances, the little triggers, the little sparks that make you bristle. That's how you choose to respond. You don't have to fix the world. You don't have to control everything. You just have to notice. Sometimes I like to imagine those little annoyances as tiny shadows. Little whispers of lessons tucked into everyday life. And I don't have to solve them immediately. I just acknowledge them. Sometimes I laugh at them, and I let them teach me in their own small way. So now I want you to pause for a second and think about one tiny annoyance or small looping thought in your own day. Nothing heavy, just something that nudged you. Maybe it's something someone said, or a small mistake you made, or even just a little feeling that won't leave you alone. Take a moment to notice it. Really bring it to mind. Give it a name, even if it's silly. Maybe it's the spilled coffee thought, or the sock that vanished in the dryer. Let yourself acknowledge it without judgment. Now imagine placing that tiny annoyance in a little container. Picture it as something you can look at without it controlling your mood. Maybe it's a little jar on a shelf or a pebble in your hand. Whatever feels natural. Just hold it there for a moment. Breathe in slowly and breathe out. Notice the sensation of letting that little spark exist separate from you. You don't have to fix it, solve it, or chase it away. Just notice it. Take another breath and imagine that it's shrinking a little, or softening, or simply sitting there quietly. Maybe even imagine it waving a tiny hello to remind you that it's there, but it's not in charge. And if another small annoyance pops up while you're doing this, that's totally fine. You can gently add it to your little jar, or just notice it, smile, and let it rest beside the first one. Pause again. Breathe. Let the stillness fill the space around these little sparks. Feel the weight lift a little as you create room for the calm. So here's another tiny practice you can do today, and it just takes a couple of minutes. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a slow, deep breath in and let it out slowly. Feel your shoulders drop. Imagine a soft light around you, a warm glow that makes space for calm and clarity. Let it move through your head, your chest, your arms, all the way to your hands and feet. Then I want you to take another deep breath, and you can say this silently, you can say it out loud, but I want you to say to yourself, I notice, I breathe, I keep moving forward. Pause for just a beat and repeat if you need. If you have a favorite small object, a crystal, a mug, a piece of jewelry, even a coffee cup, hold it for a moment. Imagine it carrying your calm, your focus, and your intention into the rest of the day. Tiny things, but they matter. If you enjoyed this little pause together, you can support Scarlett Shatter Notes by subscribing, following, leaving a review. It really helps the podcast reach more people who need a moment like this. You can also support the show directly on Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/shadow and sass. This helps me keep creating cozy, reflective content for you. Follow me on social media for updates, behind the scenes, and more little moments of shadow and sass. Your support in any form keeps this corner of calm alive. So friends, that's it for today. Tiny reflections, tiny rituals, tiny moments of calm. Notice one little thing that makes you smile today. Even something small, fleeting, simple. That's enough. Thanks for sitting here with me. I'll see you next time.